Your Excellency, the parade is formed out and ready for inspection.
Na hivi sasa kamanda wa gwaride ameweza kumwomba Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya ili aweze kulikagua gwaride ambalo limeandaliwa kwa ajili ya hafla ya leo. Na hivi sasa akiwa ameandamana na naibu inspekta jenerali wa polisi pamoja na kamanda wa chuo hiki, wakiwa wanaelekea upande wa mashariki wa uga huu wa Kwata ili kuweza kuanza ukaguzi wa gwaride kuanzia kikundi cha kwanza. Asanteni, basi tunaweza kuketi.
Maisha ni ngumu.
Mheshimiwa Rais amekwisha kulikagua gwaride na kamanda wa gwaride amekwisha kuomba ruhusa ili kurejea katika nafasi yake na kuendelea na vipengee vilivyobaki vya gwaride hili. Vipengee hivyo ni pamoja na kutunukiwa kwa mahafali waliotia fora katika nyanja mbalimbali, maonyesho ya gwaride kwa mwendo wa taratibu na ule mwendo wa kasi. Vile vile Mheshimiwa Rais akiwa ameandamana na naibu inspekta jenerali wa polisi pamoja na kamanda wa chuo hiki wakiwa wanaelekea kwenye jukwaa kuu kwa ajili ya kuendelea na ratiba ya hafla hii.
His Excellency the President will now award winning individuals for their exemplary performance during training in the following order. Best All-Round Male Recruit, number 128 460, Recruit Constable Benson Mbatia. He will be awarded a cane of honor. Best All-Round Female Recruit, number 126 708, Recruit Constable Faith Kambua. She will be awarded a cane of honor. Best in Academics, number 129 349, Recruit Constable Wycliffe Chalo. He will be awarded a trophy. Best Rifle Shot, number 130 630, Recruit Constable Melas Mwinami, who scored 48 points out of the possible 50. He will be decorated with a marksman's badge. He will also be awarded a trophy.
Chief guest, Your Excellency the President.
The parade is now marching in slow time, beginning with the first column, which comprises of squad 1 to 12. The second column, which comprises squads 13 to 24, are currently mark timing at a halt to give way to the first column as they march on. Similarly, Your Excellency, the third column, which comprises of squads 25 to 36, are currently standing in shan position. They will be able to take off as soon as the second column has given way. Your Excellency, all the 36 squads under their overall commander, Mr. Daniel Kipkemboi, HSC, Senior Superintendent of Police, will be able to march past while expressing their respect to you by way of compliments. Your Excellency, it is worth mentioning that this spectacular parade is comprised of trainees who reported to this college on the 24th November 2025. They have undergone a rigorous and intensive 9-month training which tackled 3 main training domains vis-a-vis cognitive, affective, and psychomotor skills. Among the subjects they undertook include legal studies, police procedures, skills at arms, fieldcraft and tactics, counter-violence extremism, national security and public safety, traffic management, drill, criminal investigations, human rights and policing, community policing, fitness and recreational training, among others. Your Excellency the President, when these recruits reported to this institution, they had no knowledge about parades, but now the display right from the first to the last squad is a true indicator that a tremendous change has taken place during the training. It is also a testimony that the recruits joined this college with the sole purpose of learning, and indeed, they have acquired necessary competences and skills that will enable them to discharge their police duties diligently, lawfully, and professionally. Your Excellency, we are confident they are ready to go and serve our beautiful nation with honor and valor during this police career. Our chief guest, Your Excellency the President. Now approaching in slow time is the parade, led by the parade commander, Mr. Daniel Kipkemboi, HSC, Senior Superintendent of Police, followed by the Deputy Parade Commander, Madam Monica Onyango, Assistant Superintendent of Police. Both are now paying their compliments in unison as a sign of respect. Following closely, Your Excellency, is squad number 1, led by Chief Inspector Asa Pogon, assisted by Corporal Roy Okwaro and Corporal Ekai Lokur. Now before you, Your Excellency, is squad number 2. This squad is under the command of Chief Inspector Stephen Kaso, assisted by Sergeant Duncan Kinwa and Corporal Zedekia Agevi. Your Excellency, squad number 3 are now marching past, led by Chief Inspector Shakur Mohamud, assisted by Sergeant Evans Letapukai and Corporal Alexander Mbiti. We now have squad number 4, Your Excellency, under the command of Chief Inspector George Matika, assisted by Corporal Moses Lobenyoi and Corporal Joel Cheruyot. And now, before Your Excellency, is squad number 5, under the command of Chief Inspector Martin Bahola, assisted by Sergeant Peter Ndombi and Sergeant David Muchui. Following closely behind squad number 5, Your Excellency, is squad number 6, under the command of Chief Inspector Alice Mwichigi, assisted by Sergeant Kennedy Kiptalam and Corporal Mary Masharia. Before you, Your Excellency, is squad number 7, led by Inspector Agneta Kwamboka, assisted by Corporal Morris Mwenda and Corporal Matthew Balesa. Your Excellency the President, we now have squad number 8. Squad 8 is under the command of Chief Inspector Eddie Ageke, assisted by Corporal Samuel Ekitela and Corporal Justin Mbogo. We now have squad number 9, Your Excellency, under the command of Inspector Frida Omari, assisted by Sergeant William Okiring and Corporal Jackson Musioka. Squad 10 is now marching by, Your Excellency, led by their commander, Chief Inspector Douglas Kirui, assisted by Sergeant Lorewa Lochuchu and Corporal Boniface Mumo. Right behind them, Your Excellency, is squad number 8, squad number 11, now paying their compliment, under the command of Inspector Peterson Kithaka, assisted by Sergeant Alan Owiti and Corporal Willis Ochieng. Right before you, Your Excellency, is squad number 12. This squad is commanded by Inspector Samuel Tuju, assisted by Corporal Hamdi Arafat and Sergeant Lawrence Olwal. Squad 13, Your Excellency, is led by Inspector Geoffrey Kimani, assisted by Sergeant John Makal and Corporal Joash Lototo. Your Excellency, we now have squad 14 before you, led by Inspector Kahe Maina, assisted by Corporal Charles Busienei and Corporal Francois Omondi. Squad 15 are now paying their compliment to Your Excellency, led by Inspector Patrick Ebei, assisted by Senior Sergeant Richard Obago and Sergeant Philip Simiyu.
Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 16 chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Gideon Rono, akisaidiwa naye Sajini Eric Juma, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Hassan Mahamud. Mbele ya jukwaa kuu Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 17 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Benson Wohoro, akisaidiwa naye Sajini Wycliffe Walungu, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Lucas Ndado. Kwa ufasaha kabisa kinafuata kikundi cha 18 kikiwa chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Anderson Baya, akisaidiwa naye Koplo Susan Maruf, naye mwelekezo upande wa kulia ni Koplo Charles Mutumu. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kikundi cha 19 kikiwa chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Edmund Kumu, akisaidiwa naye Koplo Winfred Kaluli, mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni sajili mkuu Richard Chinene. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 20 ambacho kinaongozwa naye mkaguzi Calvin Odhiambo, akisaidiwa naye sajini George Onyango, huku mwelekezi wa upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Abd Mahat. Kikundi kinachofuata Mheshimiwa Rais ni kikundi cha 21 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Charles Ngomeli, akisaidiwa naye sajini Philip Kwendo, huku mwelekezo wa upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Geoffrey Shitoshi. Wakipeana salamu za heshima mbele ya jukwaa Mheshimiwa Rais ni kikundi cha 22 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi mwanadada Evelyn Anyango, akisaidiwa naye Koplo Kenneth Kimutai pamoja na Koplo Kenneth Kimaiyo. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kikundi cha 23 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Rogers Kuku, akisaidiwa naye sajini Felix Kuhun, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni sajini Elijah Moturi. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 24 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Joseph Wachira, akisaidiwa naye sajini Elias Waithaka, mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Emmanuel Clinton. Kwa ufasaha kabisa kinafuata kikundi cha 25 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Geoffrey Wanjoi, akisaidiwa naye sajini Dennis Akumu, na mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Simon Nabani. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kikundi cha 26 kilichopo chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Steven Kuduku, akisaidiwa naye sajini Simon Lokotodo, naye mwelekezo wa upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Jefitha Ntoribi. Kikundi cha 27 Mheshimiwa Rais kikiwa chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Emmanuel Nyiro, akisaidiana naye sajini Evans Chebon, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni sajini Peter Kiprop. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kikundi cha 28 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Benjamin Kibet, akisaidiwa naye sajini mwanadada Anburu, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Justus Bet. Wanapeana salamu za heshima kikundi cha 29 wakiwa chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Moses Sainet, akisaidiwa naye Koplo Steve Biko, naye mwelekezo upande wa kulia ni sajini James Somi. Mbele ya jukwaa kuu Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 30 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi mwanadada Rose Mudhoni, akisaidiwa naye Constable Stanley Muya, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Joel Agero. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 31 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Hassan Dache, akisaidiwa naye sajini mwanadada Nancy Munuhe, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Ken Lumathi. kikundi cha 32 Mheshimiwa Rais kikiwa chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Kevin Olechuta akisaidiwa naye sajini mkuu mwanadada Josephine Lobei, huku mwelekezi wa upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Ambrose Lomotodon. Mbele yako Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 33 ambacho kinaongozwa naye mkaguzi Charles Mushiri akisaidiwa naye sajini Jacob Kuga, mwelekezi wa upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Paul Wanjiru. Kikundi cha 34 Mheshimiwa Rais mbele ya jukwaa kikiwa chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi John Karega akisaidiwa naye sajini Benjamin Serem, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Steven Mwendo. Mbele ya jukwaa kuu Mheshimiwa Rais ni kile kikundi cha 35 ambacho kinaongozwa na mkaguzi Alex Keitan akisaidiwa naye Koplo Bradley Bonaya, huku mwelekezo upande wa kulia akiwa ni Koplo Judith Ochola. Wanatukunjia jamvi onyesho hili la mwendo wa asease kikundi cha 36 ambacho kiko chini ya uongozi wake mkaguzi Nur Hassan akisaidiwa naye sajini mkuu mwanadada Florence Wangui pamoja na sajini Michael Kalama. Nyuma ya kikundi hiki Mheshimiwa Rais tunamwona Regimental Sergeant Major wa Gwaride ambaye ni Bor Godana. Mwisho kabisa Mheshimiwa Rais ni yule mkufunzi mkuu wa kwata ambaye katika gwaride hili ndiye kiranja wa gwaride.
Na barabara kabisa Mheshimiwa Rais Jamhuri ya Kenya na Amiri Jeshi Mkuu wa Majeshi ya Ulinzi, kwa ustadi mkuu gwaride limebadili mwendo kutoka ule wa kinyonga hadi mwendo wa kasi. Kwa mara nyingine gwaride hili Mheshimiwa Rais litapita mbele ya jukwaa ili kupeana heshima zao kwa mwendo huu wa kasi na likiwa katika msururu mmoja. Mheshimiwa Rais, baada ya gwaride hili kupita kwa mwendo wa kasi, watarudi tena katikati ya uga kwa mfumo wa madaraja matatu. Na Mheshimiwa Rais, kwa upande ule wa magharibi, lile daraja la kwanza linaingia katikati ya uga kuchukua nafasi yake, likiongozwa pale na naibu kamanda wa gwaride Bi Monica Onyango. Wataweza kwenda kuchukua nafasi yao pale katikati ya uga, kisha baadaye daraja la pili na la tatu mtawalia yatafuata. Asante. Na Mheshimiwa Rais katikati ya uga ni kamanda wa gwaride vile vile naye amechukua nafasi yake, ndiposa yaendelee na vipengee vilivyobaki vya gwaride hili. Kwa umaridadi kabisa katikati ya uga, daraja la kwanza limekwisha chukua nafasi yake. Pembezoni magharibi mwa uga ni daraja la pili, vile vile linaelekea kuchukua nafasi yake. Katikati mwa uga daraja la pili nalo vile vile limeweza kuchukua nafasi yake katikati ya uga upande wa magharibi. Kwa hivi sasa ni daraja la tatu linaelekea katikati ya uga kuchukua nafasi. Pindi tu daraja la tatu litakapochukua nafasi, gwaride zima litaweza kugeuka jukwaa kuu kwa ile tamasha ya kula kiapo kwa mafala hawa. Vile vile niwakumbushe, kutakuwa na wimbo wa taifa pindi tu gwaride litakapojongea jukwaa kuu. Tutaweza kusimama kwa wimbo wa taifa. Asante.
order. By the center. Quick march. Right. Hold your nose. Please stand up.
Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya aliye pia amiri jeshi mkuu wa majeshi yetu ya ulinzi Daktari William Samoei Ruto, Waziri wa usalama wa ndani na utawala wa kitaifa Mheshimiwa Onesmus Kipchumba Murkomen, Inspector Generali wa polisi Bwana Douglas Kanja Kirocho, makatibu wa mawaziri wote waliofika wakiongozwa naye Daktari Raymond Omolo, viongozi wote wa ngazi za kitaifa na ngazi za jimbo waliofika. Kwa ruhusa yako Mheshimiwa Rais, naomba ruhusa nimkaribishe Naibu Inspector Generali Bwana Eliud Lagat aweze kuyasema machache, alafu kisha atamwalika Inspector General wa polisi.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration, the Principal Secretary and other Principal Secretary present, Inspector General of National Police, Area Member of Parliament and other elected Members of Parliament, the Chairperson, National Police Service Commission, senior officers present, invited guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, welcome to the National Police College main campus, Kiganjo. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Kenya Police Service, I express our deepest appreciation for taking time from your busy schedule to grace this important occasion. Your Excellency, sir, we wish to sincerely thank you for your continued investment in the Kenya Police Service and your commitment to strengthening the country's security architecture. We are particularly proud to witness the graduation of this inaugural cohort trained at the newly established Magado Field Training Camp in Ikembe North, Meru County. This further expanded our capacity for practical and tactical police training. Today, we are happy to present to you officers who have been tested, trained and prepared for the job ahead. To our graduating officers, the new uniform you wear is your call to service. I thank the Commandant and the entire training team for a job well done. And to the families, thank you for standing with these officers throughout the training period. Your Excellency, sir, the officers before you are ready to serve our Republic, Kenya. It is now my distinct honor to invite the Inspector General of National Police to make his remarks and carry on with the next program. IGB, sir.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Interior and National Administration, the Principal Secretaries, led by the Principal Secretary Interior, all service commanders, senior government officials, all elected leaders, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished guests, fellow officers, graduates, families and friends, all protocols observed. Your Excellency, sir, it is a great honor to welcome you this morning to the National Police College, Kiganjo main campus. As you preside over this passing out ceremony for these recruits, on behalf of the National Police Service fraternity, I thank you most sincerely for finding time to grace this momentous occasion. Your presence here today reaffirms your steadfast commitment to national security, towards which the National Police Service plays a pivotal role. Sir, before you are graduates who reported to this institution on 24th November last year as young, energetic and patriotic recruits. After 9 months of intensive police basic training, I confirm that they have acquired all the competencies required for modern day policing, and that they are fully qualified to serve the motherland as police officers. They have benefited from a wide range of knowledge and skills thanks to a very comprehensive and reform-based training curriculum. This noble achievement could not have been possible without your strategic guidance and the immeasurable support that the government has accorded the National Police Service. Indeed, the graduating officers will boost the personnel strength in the service. Additionally, Your Excellency, Sir, under your voice council, the police service has received several modernization investments. This includes technological systems and equipment's enhanced fleet of transport equipment, improved salaries, the ongoing housing program for police officers, and the growth of the police to population ratio. Also, the new uniforms for the Kenya Police Service that you have just launched will bring pride, confidence, and morale to police officers as they discharge their duties. I take this opportunity to thank our Cabinet Secretary, the Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, for always offering us timely and comprehensive policy direction. His vital support has enabled the National Police Service to deliver on its mandate, working closely with other security agencies. May I also acknowledge all our development partners who have supported the National Police Service, especially on matters, equipment, training, establishment of modern police facilities. The project you launched this morning, Your Excellency, is an example of the many benefits we have had from your government's bilateral engagements. Just recently, we operationalized the biometric identification system at the DCI, thus reducing the processing time of police clearance certificates from 14 days to just 1 day. Under the stewardship of our Cabinet Secretary, the Meru County government enabled the service to establish 2 training camps in a very strategic location, which continues to offer police trainees ideal training environment, especially in field tactics. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I urge the graduates to always uphold professionalism and integrity in discharge of their policing duties. They will be expected to adhere to the Constitution and the rule of law at all times, and to devote themselves fully in protection of the rights and freedoms of all persons. I recently reminded them that policing is a sacred calling and not a mere job opportunity. Otherwise, I wish them every success in their policing career. And it is now my honor and duty to invite the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration to make his remarks, and I invite you, Your Excellency. I thank you.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and the Commander-in-Chief of our Defense Forces, the Inspector General of Police, all the PSs present led by PS Interior, and all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Your Excellency, we are here today and accompanied by senior government officials from various agencies. I'd like to acknowledge them, Your Excellency. First, let me start by acknowledging all the PSs, but particularly the PS responsible for Interior and National Administration, Dr. Raymond Omolo and the team. I'd like to acknowledge the members of Parliament present, led by the Area Member of Parliament, Mr. Eric Wamumbi. I'd like to acknowledge our most important committees that have helped us to reach here, led by the chairs of the Committee National Assembly, which is Honorable Tongoyo, and the chair in the Senate, Honorable Dulo. Your Excellency, the service commanders who are present. I'd like to acknowledge in a special way the National Police Service Commission, without whom we would not have done the recruitment we did. led by Dr. Komora and the entire team, and all the distinguished guests. I'd like to appreciate them for the support they have given the National Police Service to ensure that this recruitment took place successfully, and that, Your Excellency, we are now here for this pass-out parade. Your Excellency, let me start by thanking you for being the President who has stuck to his manifesto. Your Excellency, when you came to office in 2022, you immediately constituted a task force that looked into the welfare of the National Police Service and the working conditions of the National Police Service. And through that task force, the report was given to you on 16th of November 2023. And even before you received the report, you commenced the process of implementing far-reaching reforms in the National Police Service. Your Excellency, where we are today, the progress we have made is as a result of your commitment to implementing the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and sticking to your plan to ensure that we keep our country to become safe. I thank you, Your Excellency, that as a result of that plan, when I came to this ministry, you gave me directive to ensure that I go out all over the country to engage the stakeholders, including the officers in the security sector. And that is why we birthed Jukwaa la Usalama, which ensured that, Your Excellency, we visited every county and addressed every stakeholder that is strategically important for the management of our security. As a result of the same, Your Excellency, the reforms that we have, when we came back with the report, that, Your Excellency, all over the country, the police strength, the numbers across the country was needed to be bolstered. And as a result, you gave a directive that we recruit these officers who are part of the 10,000 police officers recruited by this administration. Let me thank you on behalf of these officers, because I visited them, Your Excellency, most of whom come from very humble background from across the country. This is National Police Service, Your Excellency, a representation of every corner of our country, from Kiunga, Your Excellency, to all the way to Busia, and from Your Excellency, Malaba, all the way to Kibish and Namanga. All these officers who are here are a representation of our nation. Apart from them being recruited and suitable to serve our country and protect the nation, thank you, Your Excellency, for giving them a job. This is also a source of employment for them. And for some, Your Excellency, they are the only first persons from their own families, and some even from their village, to ever get a job, because the recruitment style that is applied by National Police Service ensures that persons are picked from all corners of our country. And as a result of the same, I want to say thank you, Your Excellency, for that. Your Excellency, I also want to thank you because of those reforms in training. The training curriculum that we used this time round has been improved to capture the challenges that are faced by modern police officers who are operating not just physically in various parts of our country, but combating also digital challenges. So the curriculum that we have that has been used to train these officers is modern, it has been improved, and we believe that the officers that are going to graduate today are better trained to serve this nation under the challenges that we face now. That includes dealing with issues of digital crimes or online crimes. It's also dealing with crowd management, dealing with situations of public order, and that, Your Excellency, we believe that through that training, we are going to have better officers. When we went around under Jukwaa la Usalama, we established that, Your Excellency, the National Police Service had gone backwards when it comes to training. The many regional police training institutions had been closed. The continuous training of officers, Your Excellency, was not being adhered to. And as a result, now we have revamped that side of leadership training, starting with the training of the OCSs, who are the most critical component of management of police officers in the local community. And as such, Your Excellency, the OCSs across the country have now been trained afresh. We have also revamped the National Police Training Center in Ngong, and it is now consistently training our officers. We have worked, Your Excellency, to reopen regional police training centers across the country so that there will be continuous training. This college in Kiganjo, Your Excellency, is now being upgraded to the level where, Your Excellency, we are working together with National Defense College to ensure that the National Training Police Academy in Ngong is going to offer diploma and later degree courses for police officers, and will ensure that there will be continuous training. When that process will have been enhanced, the Kiganjo Training College will become a campus of the National Police University in the near future. Your Excellency, we have also increased the training grounds, the field training grounds, starting with the training ground that is in Meru, and we will be moving to other areas of Kerio Valley, the northern part of the country, the coastal part of the country, where they are conducive for training. Therefore, Your Excellency, training and training and training is going to be the cornerstone of reforming the National Police Service, because that is extremely important. We would like our police officers to be able to combat the challenges they face, but at the same time to be friendly and work with the members of the public to combat challenges of our time. Your Excellency, when you came to office, you established a police modernization program that ensured that we have protection gear for our police officers. We bought modern vehicles that are anti-personnel carriers. We ensure that we have tactical equipment. You have air support system for our security officers, and we have crowd management equipment that will enable us to deal with protests, especially when they are infiltrated by goons and other criminal elements, and that now our police officers are better equipped to be able to combat challenges they face. Your Excellency, as a result of this modernization, we have been able to reduce acts of banditry, especially in the northern part of the country and Kerio Valley region, by almost 75 to 80%, Your Excellency. There is a remaining about 25% that we are dealing with, especially this corner of Isiolo, Samburu, and Marsabit corner, and Laikipia. Your Excellency, thanks to that effort, now children are back to school, farmers are back to farming. Your Excellency, our country is safe. Our borders are safe from Kiunga all the way to Elwak, all the way to Kibish, all the way to Konyao, even up to Luahaka, Malaba, to Isibania, to all the way to Kwale. Your Excellency, it is as a result of that investment you put that we have a more safe country as we speak today. Your Excellency, the third issue I'd like to address is the digitization. Thanks to your support and your digitization program, the National Police Service has carried out a robust digitization program that has ensured that now the the police certificate, clearance certificate that Kenyans were waiting for months, for 2 months, 3 months, you can be able to get it instantly, and even if there is a delay, within a day. We have, Your Excellency, now implementing the integrated command and control center and communication center, a program that we are going to be able to roll out by end of this year, and that program will have digital OB, it will have presence of CCTV cameras in all the police stations across the country. There has been a phenomenon, Your Excellency, that Kenyans have witnessed, where sometimes persons who have been arrested are found to face challenges within the police station, and installation of CCTV cameras in all the 1,200 police stations is going to become a game changer. We are going to have also command centers in 6 counties, including Nairobi, Mombasa, Nyeri, which is part of this county, Nakuru, Eldoret, and Kisumu to start with. And this digitization, communication centers is going to also be accompanied by having a digital OB that will enable all Kenyans to report crime at the comfort of their offices, or, Your Excellency, at the place where they witness a crime. And it will enable us to have data analytics that will even apply AI to enable us to know which officers are going to be deployed in which corner in our country. And thank you for your support and getting us resources. That program is underway, and by the end of this year, we will have rolled out substantively that program. Your Excellency, we to conclude, thank you for supporting us also in the enhancement of vehicles for our National Police Service. Now we are undergoing a procurement process, and for the first time we will have 1,200 electric vehicles that are going to be supplied to our security team across the country, and that will enable us, if there is a challenge that Kenyans are facing now, when we go all over the country, Your Excellency, they are asking for vehicles for their police stations, and we want to ask them to be patient with us. Thank you for supporting us, but by the end of this year we will have resourced all the police stations across the country with the proper vehicles. Thank you, Your Excellency, for looking after the welfare of these police officers, whether it is their salary, whether it is the question of mental health that has now become a cornerstone of the observation of welfare of our police officers. Thank you for also looking at even their uniform, Your Excellency. The task force you established recommended that the national police uniform needs to be changed. And Your Excellency, we want to thank you. The uniform that you unveiled today is as a result of rigorous public participation, and the police officers themselves chose their uniform. I know I have seen some people equate the national police reforms to only the uniform. National police reforms, Your Excellency, cannot even cover 1 hour if I want to speak about it today. But the uniform is a representation of the image that the police officers wanted to be seen among themselves, Your Excellency. And as a result of that uniform, contrary to the propaganda out there, the uniform is not an exchange of the uniform that the officers are wearing now and throw away the uniform they are wearing. This exchange will continue as you change your uniform normally, you now wear the new uniform. And it will start with these 10,000 police officers that are going to graduate and also cover the rest of the officers progressively until everybody gets the new uniform. And thank you for the support you've given our police officers. I would have said more and more issues about police reforms. This is not my forum. Thank you for indulging me, Your Excellency, to speak longer than I wished. This is your opportunity to come and address these graduates who are passing out today from this very important training. I want to thank all our partners, including the UNODC, the US government, for the investment they have put into this college, and also the training programs and curriculum that we have worked with all development partners. We want to thank all of them. Nasema asanteni sana wa Kenya kwa support yote mnatupatia. Na Mheshimiwa Rais, ya mwisho nataka nikuombe, kama vile uliwasaidia hawa vijana wapate nafasi ya kazi, na kwa National Police Service wapate officers ya kusaidia wa Kenya, tunakuomba kwa heshima, Your Excellency, leo sema neno moja, utupatie directive tuweze pia to recruit another contingent of police officers, Your Excellency, so that we can strengthen our police service and strengthen our security service and give opportunity to many young people, most of whom are from the Gen Z generation, to come and serve our country. If there is a person who is very excited today, is myself, because I know our officers wakikuja, Your Excellency, wakora, wauni, magoons, hawana bahati. Sasa tuko na strength ya kuhakikisha tunawanyorosha wakora kwa sehemu zote, na tunaendelea kufanya nchi yetu ikuwe salama zaidi. Kwa nafasi hii nimepata sasa hivi, ningependa sisi wote tukaribishe Mheshimiwa Rais aweze akahutubia kikao hii. Karibu Mheshimiwa Rais.
Asante sana waziri. Tafadhali tunaweza keti chini wale mlio na viti. Distinguished guests, graduates, families and friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the Kenya National Police Service grows both in strength and character as more than 6,000 young men and women complete 9 months of rigorous training and take their place in its ranks. To our new law enforcement officers, I congratulate you on successfully completing your training. I equally commend your instructors and commanders for preparing you for this onerous responsibility, and thank your parents, guardians, and families for the sacrifices, encouragement, and prayers that have sustained you throughout this journey. This parade takes place at a significant moment in the constitutional life of our country. Yesterday, we marked 16 years since the promulgation of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. The Constitution established the National Police Service and defined the character of the institution it must become. Article 244 requires the service to pursue the highest standards of professionalism and discipline, prevent corruption, uphold human rights, promote accountability, and foster constructive relations with a wider Kenyan society. Article 238 further declares that national security must be pursued in compliance with the law, with the utmost respect for the rule of law, democracy, human rights, and fundamental freedoms. These constitutional provisions express a fundamental principle. Security and freedom are neither competing aspirations nor are they at loggerheads. In a constitutional democracy, security must protect public order without diminishing individual liberty. The police must protect citizens from crime, violence, lawlessness, intimidation, and disorder. At the same time, the authority of the police must be exercised lawfully, professionally, and with respect to the life and dignity of every citizen. A secure country is one in which a mother can walk home without fear, a trader can conduct business without intimidation, a family can sleep without anxiety, and a citizen can express an opinion, attend a political meeting, and cast a vote without coercion. This is how the Constitution becomes a lived reality. It happens when the rights written in our supreme law can be experienced in the everyday life of every citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, just like the rest of the world, Kenya is changing in significant and profound ways. Our population is growing, our towns are expanding rapidly, and technology is transforming both the nature of crime and the methods required to prevent or contain it. Criminal networks are becoming more sophisticated. Cybercrime, financial fraud, terrorism, human trafficking, organized crime, and technology-enabled violence demand new capabilities, stronger intelligence, and deeper cooperation among security agencies. The modern police officer must therefore be physically prepared, professionally competent, technologically proficient, and psychologically resilient. Modern policing cannot be measured only by the number of suspects arrested. It must also be measured by the crimes prevented, the lives protected, the confidence created, and the safety citizens experience. This requires officers who understand that courage must be guided by judgment, authority tempered by restraint, and enforcement anchored in law. So, wherever you are deployed, you must remain disciplined, impartial, incorruptible. Protect the vulnerable, treat every citizen with dignity, and reject every inducement to compromise your duty. corruption, bribery, collusion with criminals, excessive force, and abuse of authority betray the Constitution, dishonor police uniform, and weaken the institution you have joined. Equally, we must recognize the many police officers who serve with courage and integrity, frequently under difficult and dangerous conditions. They protect our communities, rescue citizens, confront armed, dangerous criminals, respond to emergencies, and make sacrifices that often go unseen. You must add honor to that tradition. Trust will be one of your greatest operational assets. When citizens trust the police, they report crime, share intelligence, cooperate with investigations, and help prevent threats before they materialize. As I noted yesterday, our national task is not to choose between liberty and order, but to build an order founded on liberty and to exercise liberty in a manner that preserves our constitutional order. Every day, our police officers stand on the front lines of this delicate balance, protecting life and property, defending the rights and freedoms of citizens, maintaining public order, and confronting danger that the rest of us can live, work, and prosper in peace. For this demanding and often not so thankless service, they deserve our gratitude, respect, and unwavering support. Ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching another important moment in the life of our republic. The next general elections will be held on the 10th of August, 2027. Political competition is an essential feature of our democracy. Parties are at liberty to organize. Candidates must be free to campaign. Citizens must be free to assemble, listen, question, criticize, and choose. The police and other security agencies have a clear constitutional responsibility to protect the democratic space in which Kenyans exercise their freedoms. In recent months, we have witnessed growing concern about hired gangs and young people recruited, transported, and paid to disrupt political meetings, intimidate political opponents, and provoke violence. Let me be absolutely clear on this. Politically sponsored violence has no place in our democracy. The National Police Service and all our security agencies should therefore take firm, lawful, and impartial action against anyone who finances, organizes, incites, or perpetrates political violence. Do not arrest only the young people holding a weapon while allowing the person who recruited, transported, and paid them to escape responsibility. No politician is entitled to a private militia. No candidate has the right to intimidate citizens. No political objective can justify violence. Article 37 of our Constitution protects the right of every person, peacefully and unarmed, to assemble, demonstrate, picket, and present petitions to public authorities. That right must be respected and protected. At the same time, the Constitution does not protect arson, looting, assault, lawlessness, intimidation, or the destruction of public or private property. The responsibility of the police is to distinguish between peaceful democratic participation, and criminal conduct. You must neither criminalize legitimate dissent nor excuse violence committed under the cover of politics. We must secure the election without compromising the democracy we are securing. Political competition must be a contest of ideas, policies, and leadership, not a contest of hired gangs, intimidation, or ethnic mobilization. The people must decide freely and peacefully who will lead them. Ladies and gentlemen, security is also indispensable to the development of a nation. Every ambition we hold for Kenya rests upon the foundation of peace, stability, predictability, and public confidence. This is why the National Police Service is not peripheral to Kenya's development. It is one of its consequential, essential foundations. As you are aware, Vision 2030 is approaching its horizon, and Kenyans have begun a national conversation about the Kenya we want to build beyond 2030. Security is first a constitutional right and a condition of human dignity. It is also the foundation upon which development is built. Therefore, when Kenyans ask what kind of Kenya they want beyond 2030, we must also ask what kind of police service Kenya will require. As law enforcement officers, you are not merely guardians of today's peace. You are partners in building Kenya's future. To our distinguished police officers, the government recognizes that performing policing or reforming policing cannot consist only of demanding more from our officers. We must also improve the conditions under which they live, work, and serve. We cannot demand professionalism, integrity, and sacrifice from our police officers while remaining indifferent to their remuneration, housing, healthcare, equipment, career progression, and psychological well-being. That is why we have progressively implemented the recommendations of the Presidential Task Force on Terms and Conditions of Service and the reform of the National Police Service, Kenya Prisons, and the National Youth Service. The three-phase review of police remuneration has now been completed. Entry-level basic pay for police constables has risen from 21,000 at the beginning of the review to 29,000, an increase of 36%. Salaries across other ranks have also been adjusted upwards. We will continue working with the National Police Service Commission and the Salaries and Remuneration Commission to ensure that remuneration remains fair, sustainable, and commensurate with the responsibilities and risks carried by our diligent officers. We are also addressing the long-standing deficit in police accommodation. Under the National Institutional Housing Program, the security sector has now a pipeline of 47,000 housing units across 165 projects. Of this, more than 2,000 units are already complete, over 9,500 are at various stages of construction, and a further 24,000 are under procurement. Major developments are underway at the Kiganjo and the General Service Unit Headquarters in Ruaraka, GSU Training School in Embakasi, and at other strategic locations across the country. We have further introduced the Usalama cover under the Social Health Authority. More than 138,000 police and prison officers and their dependents have been onboarded and covered. The cover provides access to primary health care, inpatient and outpatient treatment, specialized care, and other essential benefits without co-payments or administrative barriers that previously burdened many officers and their families. At the same time, our police officers must be trained and equipped with the threats of today, not the conditions of yesterday. We are modernizing training in professional crowd management, intelligence-led operations, combating banditry, forensic investigation, cybercrime, emergency response, and the appropriate use of force. We are also strengthening mobility, air transport, surveillance, command and control, and providing officers with armored vehicles, bulletproof vests, ballistic helmets, and other protective equipment, especially when they operate in dangerous environments. Our objective is clear: a police service that is better trained, better protected, more mobile, and more capable must always be disciplined, accountable, and firmly governed by the law. Additionally, we are strengthening the mental health and physical and psychosocial support, improving equipment and mobility, modernizing training, expanding digital capabilities, and addressing career progression. Today, we are also unveiling a new uniform for general duty officers of the Kenya Police Service. This change follows consultations with police officers and the public in 2023, as well as recommendations for the Presidential Task Force. Officers expressed legitimate concerns about the current uniform, including its quality, suitability, and effect on professional identity. The graduating officers will be the first to wear the new uniform. It will then be progressively rolled out to general duty officers throughout the country, effective next week. The Administration Police Service and the General Service Unit will retain their present operational uniforms. We appreciate that a uniform does not necessarily create professionalism. Character, discipline, training, and conduct do. But the government has listened because the identity, comfort, morale, and dignity of our officers also matter. Dear graduates, you leave Kiganjo, you will encounter situations that will test your courage, demand sound judgment, and challenge your integrity. In those moments, remember that the person standing before you is not merely a suspect, protester, motorist, traitor, or political mobilizer. That person will be a citizen whose rights you have sworn to protect. Be firm against crime, but faithful to the law. Exercise authority, but remain fully accountable. Preserve order, but also protect freedom. Let the innocent find protection in your presence. Let the vulnerable find refuge. Let criminals face justice. And let every citizen know that the uniform before them stands for trust, equality, service, fairness, and justice. Your authority comes from the people. Your loyalty belongs to the Constitution. Your duty is to protect the Republic. Wear your uniform with pride, but earn its honor through your conduct. Once again, congratulations to every graduating officer. I wish you courage, wisdom, and distinction in your service to our great republic. Na kwa wazazi wote mliofika hapa, nataka niwashukuru sana kwa mchango wenu wa kulea hawa vijana, kuwafundisha, na leo hapa wanajiunga na kikosi cha polisi cha taifa letu la Kenya. Hawa vijana mliotupa kama serikali ya Kenya, mimi nawahakikishia ya kwamba hawa vijana tutawalinda, tutafanya kazi na wao, tutawashughulikia, na maisha yao itaendelea na kuzidi na kuwa bora wakati wanaposhughulika na kulinda maisha ya taifa letu. Mimi nataka niwahakikishie Wakenya wote kwamba usalama ni ya muhimu sana katika maendeleo ya taifa. Hatuwezi kushughulika na mambo ya kilimo, maneno ya kusomesha watoto wetu, na yale mengine yote ya kujenga taifa letu kama hatuna usalama wa kutosha. Na hawa officers, vijana wetu ambao wamejiunga na jeshi la polisi leo, ndio watakaotusaidia kuhakikisha kwamba kuna usalama wa kutosha, ndio tuweze kujenga taifa letu. God bless you. God bless the National Police Service, and God bless the Republic of Kenya. Asanteni sana.
Mheshimiwa Rais, huku gwaride likiwa limeweza kuonyesha yale maonyesho na vipengele vyote vya gwaride hili vikiwa vimekwisha kumalizika, hivi sasa wanaweza kuondoka uwanjani wakipita mbele ya jukwaa kuu wakiwa wanapeana heshima na salamu za mwisho kwako Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya na Amiri Jeshi Mkuu wa Majeshi ya Ulinzi. Mheshimiwa Rais, sio hatua ya kawaida kutoka uwanjani, bali ni ishara ya kukamilika kwa safari ya mafunzo iliyojengwa juu ya kujituma, uvumilivu, nidhamu na uzalendo. Kuanzia leo, mahafali hawa sio makurutu tena, wamefuzu rasmi na wako tayari kufanya kazi katika huduma ya taifa ya polisi, wakiwa wamebeba dhamana ya kulinda maisha na mali za wananchi, kudumisha sheria na utulivu wa kulitumikia taifa kwa uadilifu na weledi. Huku gwaride likiwa linaongozwa kuondoka uwanjani naye kamanda mkuu wa gwaride Bwana Daniel Kipkemboi, ambaye ni mrakibu mwandamizi wa polisi mwenye tunuku ya pongezi ya nishani ya mkuu wa nchi. Wanapoondoka katika uga huu wapata Mheshimiwa Rais, wanaacha nyuma historia ya mafunzo na kuanza ukurasa mpya wa utumishi kwa taifa. Mbele yao kuna wajibu mkubwa, lakini pia kuna heshima ya kuvaa sare ya huduma ya polisi. Mheshimiwa Rais, nje ya uga huu wa kwata kwa wazazi, walezi, ndugu na marafiki ambao kwa muda mrefu wamewasubiri kwa hamu na waombi, na leo hii wanakwenda kukutana nao sio kama wanafunzi bali kama maafisa waliokamilisha mafunzo yao kwa mafanikio.
That speech by President Pre.Ruto and the parade march off by the new police officers brings to an end this event, which is indeed a culmination of a journey that respect the constitution, which is Kenya's supreme law. The CS for Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen, alluded to a revamping of the police training curriculum and modernizing of training to help them deal with emerging challenges that include and was not limited to online threats. But I will hand it over to my colleague Yusuf Farah to give you more on this and what else is happening at this grounds of the National Police College main campus in Kiganjo, Nyeri County. Farah, over to you.
All right, as my colleague Caroline Kamau there has said, the conclusion here of a momentous occasion today where the officers you're seeing behind me have just transitioned from being recruits to officers of the National Police Service in a ceremony that was presided over by none other than His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. And the officers you are looking at right now underwent an intense 9-month training where they were trained in, among others, in drills, in human interaction, of course, and a bit of legal studies on how to deal with the people. In the speeches that were given out today from the Deputy Inspector General of Police and the Inspector General of Police, they talked about how ready these men and women in boots are to serve the country. Of course, this given that we are almost coming to the general election next year, where the head of state is calling on the graduates today to use the lessons that they learned here today to be able to ensure the safety and the security of the citizens of the Republic of Kenya as the country prepares to go into the elections next year. Part of the things that the President also talked about is the modernization of the police service, of course, talking about emerging threats in technology and how the training that they went through while they were here was able to make them deal with emerging threats. So as they transition here from the recruits to the officers that they are now of the National Police Service, they will be able to deal with emerging threats, emerging challenges. And in terms of their welfare, the head of state talked about their remuneration, the issue of housing, and just basically ensuring that as an officer, once they go out to ensure the safety and security to serve and protect, they won't have to worry about their welfare and the welfare of their loved ones. Another thing that was talked about here today is the conduct of the National Police Service as they are interacting with the members of the public, where the head of state is basically calling on them to protect and serve with dignity, but also remain aware of the rule of law, not in contravention of anything. So that, of course, brings us to the conclusion of a rather momentous celebration where the officers you see here today are no longer recruits of the National Police Service, but the officers of the National Police Service who will go on from here today to protect, to serve and honor the people of Kenya for the benefit of each and every citizen. And of course, now that they are going out today, this is a force multiplier in terms of numbers. And the more they are, the better it is for them to conduct their job, which is to protect and serve. And so on behalf of everyone that has made this coverage a success today, we want to thank you for keeping it KBC Channel 1 and from the National Police Service College here in Kiganjo, Nyeri County. We want to say good afternoon and goodbye. My name is Yusuf Farah. Let's take it back to the broadcasting house for normal programming. Goodbye for now.
Your Excellency the President, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and National Administration, Inspector General, National Police Service, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my honor to introduce to you the National Police College Choir, comprised of trainees who are graduating today, to entertain our chief guest with 2 songs. The first one is a gospel song that is entitled Ulioyatenda Kwangu Ni Mengi, that was composed by Dr. Ipiana and rearranged by Koplo Fred Baraza. And the second song is a patriotic song that is entitled Ni Wajibu Wetu Sote, that was composed by Koplo Fred Baraza. Welcome, choir.
Wazazi wetu umelinda yawe, Raisi wetu Baba nina kushukuru. Yawe, sifa zote ni zako Bwana. Yawe, sifa zote ni zako Bwana. Shukrani kwako Mungu. Yawe, kushukuru.
Tuendeleze uzalendo na kulinda uhuru wetu. Ni wajibu wetu sote. Ni wajibu wetu sote kuilinda Kenya yetu. Toka mlima hadi pwani. Tuendeleze uzalendo na kulinda uhuru wetu. Baba mmoja, mama moja, kabila letu ni wa Kenya. Tutangaze ni vita dhidi ya uhalifu, ujinga na umaskini tuvimalize Kenya. Tutangaze ni vita dhidi ya uhalifu, ujinga na umaskini tuvimalize Kenya. Tunajivunia kuwa wa Kenya kwa kutunza amani yetu, chanzo cha chemichemi ya amani na umoja ni uzalendo wetu. Tunajivunia kuwa wa Kenya. Tutangaze ni vita dhidi ya uhalifu, ujinga na umaskini tuvimalize Kenya. Tutangaze ni vita dhidi ya uhalifu, ujinga na umaskini tuvimalize Kenya.
Tusonge mbele wana Kenya.
Serikali iko imara. Tuongoza kuleta maendeleo.
Wakulima wote twende shamba.
Serikali iko imara. Tuongoza kuleta maendeleo.
Makarani wetu twende kazi.
Serikali iko imara. Tuongoza kuleta maendeleo.
Tujiunge sote taifa letu.
Serikali iko imara. Tuongoza kuleta maendeleo.
Kula ngoma yanza. Aha. Iye. Madaktari twende wote.
Serikali iko imara. Tuongoza kuleta maendeleo.
Wafanyikazi twende kazi.
Serikali iko imara. Tuongoza kuleta maendeleo.
Jukumu letu sote Kenya. Tuwajibike taifa letu.
Makofi kwake Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya.
Salimia ndio yo. Sana. Njoni twende. Ati? Walimu wetu njoni twende. Wazazi wetu njoni twende. Na mapadri wetu njoni twende. Leta nini wewe? Kulima naenda shamba bebe jembe. beba sindano na dawa, mwalimu beba chaki nenda shuleni, askari beba vyombo vya kazi twende.
Of the president. Hakuna wakimaliza tu photo wote kiliona imeanza kukuja. Wakati wamemaliza photo sawa.
Tuwapigie makofi wanakwaya wetu.
His Excellency the President, with your kind permission, we now proceed to the commemorative photo, a session that will mark the end of Recruit Detail 1 of the year 2025 Pass Out Parade. You will be joined by the following senior officials, and I kindly request them to take up their designated positions in the photo area. The Commandant General Service Unit, the Commandant National Police College, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, the Deputy Inspector General Administration Police Service, and the Deputy Inspector General, Kenya Police Service. We shall have two group photos, the first with the squad commanders, followed by the second one with the assistant squad commanders. The Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and National Administration, and then Inspector General, National Police Service, will usher in His Excellency the President for the group photo.
Ni rasmi.